marketing is a simple business model that entails promoting other people's products, and the reward for actually promoting other people's products is commission. So when it comes to affiliate marketing, there are three important factors, three important components, and they are the merchant or the vendor, the affiliate network, and the affiliate. And I'm going to explain. The merchant or the vendor is the owner of the product which people can come on to promote. This merchant or vendor lists their product on the affiliate network for one particular reason, which is to aid better distribution of their product and help them generate more revenue. Meanwhile, the affiliate network is an intermediary between the merchant and the affiliate, which is like the reseller of the product, and the affiliate network coordinates the activities, makes the product available for the affiliate, and most importantly coordinates the payment. In most cases, the affiliate network would split the payment between the merchant, which is also the vendor, and the affiliate. And the affiliate can also be known as the publisher. So the affiliate has a website or a social media account whereby they go all around to promote other people's products that aligns with their personal brand. And in every situation, these products that affiliates want to promote should help their prospects achieve a certain goal or solve a particular problem. And when affiliates successfully promote other people's products, which is like the merchant's product on an affiliate network, they get rewarded for it, and their reward is called commissions. So let's talk about the seller affiliate network. The seller affiliate network is an affiliate marketing platform that gives people access to sell digital products, physical products, courses, memberships all across the world. And with the seller affiliate network, affiliates can come on and pick the products of merchants and sell to people across the world. And on the seller affiliate network, there are a lot of products that have been well filtered out for affiliates to promote. And the very important thing to note is that these products are of high quality. And beyond that, affiliates now have the opportunity to promote their products all across the world. That is, they can promote to people in Rwanda, people in Afghanistan, and even down to Canada or the United States. And beyond that, affiliates can also earn in whatever currency that they choose to earn in on the seller affiliate network, which ranges from like the US dollar, the Great Britain pounds, Tanzanian shillings, Kenyan shillings, Ghanaian cedis, Nigerian naira. All I'm saying is it's not limited on seller. There are limitless opportunities when it comes to selling affiliate products on seller. And beyond that, anyone in any country across the world can actually sign up on the seller affiliate network at affiliates.seller.co and get paid into their local bank account, their PayPal account, or any of their preferred payment method. So when it comes to receiving your affiliate commissions or payouts on seller, it's so fantastic that you can get paid out the next day. I mean, within 24 hours of making a sale if you are in Nigeria. However, if you are outside Nigeria in a country like Ghana, Kenya, the US, your payment might take between 4 to 10 days, but your payment is processed as soon as it is available to you. And what might delay your payments coming through in these other countries would be like the payment processors. And that's why like it might take up to 4 to 10 days, but your payment is readily available from the moment you make a sale. At Seller, we are very, very interested in your security. And that's why we've brought about the Know Your Customer verification process, whereby you have to update us with your personal details so as to curb any sort of fraud on the network. So whether as a merchant or as an affiliate, you have to verify your identity before you get paid out. But there's no problem at all with that. As long as you are a real person and you're doing everything legitimately, you're going to get paid out as soon as you complete your KYC verification. So how much does it cost to use the Seller Affiliate Network? The Seller Affiliate Network has a yearly fee of 2,000 Naira or $6. However, you can pay in your local currency anywhere across the world in the equivalent of $6. To sign up on the Seller Affiliate Network, head on to www.affiliates.seller.co and get started right away.
This is Uzoma. He's a course creator. He sells ebooks and makes roughly $2,000 monthly from his course sales. Do you know where he hosts his courses, ebooks, and digital products? Seller. He even built sales pages with Seller Page Builder. Now this is Aluna. She's a freelance corporate and she has customers in the UK and USA. She even gets paid at least $1,000 for her services and gets the platform she processes her payment with. Seller. Now this is Kwame. He is an affiliate marketer and actively promotes Aluna's course using the swift and easy to use affiliate marketing feature on Seller. In fact, he just joined the affiliate network where he has access to thousands of courses he can promote. Why aren't you selling on Seller? Everyone is selling on Seller, but you. Sign up on Seller today.
Okay, good day everyone. Thank you for joining in. My name is Imra Yusufu, and today we'll be discussing a very insightful topic titled How Product Designers Can Earn Extra Money, Earn Extra Income Selling Digital Products. And we have two amazing speakers that would be facilitating this conversation. And the amazing company that is powering this conversation is Seller. So Seller basically is an e-commerce platform that allows you to buy and sell digital products, even physical products and services anywhere in the world seamlessly. And the amazing thing about Seller is that you can buy and sell digital products with over 11 currencies. So currencies like pounds, dollars, Kenya Chile, Ghana cedis, and so many other currencies. That's like the amazing thing about Seller. So before we get started on the order of the day, we're going to open on a quick commercial break and we'll get started. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Lucky Elahor and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Seller is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Seller has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Seller, as a queen of automation and someone who likes to lay a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Seller right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because it allows you to sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Seller so much, so you should definitely try it.
When life gives you lemons, create an online course on how to make lemonade and sell it on Seller. This lemonade name was sweet self.
What if you have all the tools you need to host and sell your online courses in one place? No need to build expensive website or get external plugins and software anymore. Imagine everything you need in in one place. Don't you want that right now? Introducing Seller Pro Plans. Seller Pro Plans. With Seller Pro, you can host up to 15 courses and have unlimited video file storage, build unlimited sales pages that can boost your sales, upsell and cross-sell your digital product to increase revenue, deliver your courses bit by bit with drip courses, sell to your international customers with Stripe and PayPal, get a free storefront to display all your courses to your customers. Quickly go to www.seller.co/pricing and pick a plan today. Use the coupon code GoPro10 to get a 10% discount on your first month.
Okay, so we are back. So I think we are going to start welcoming our guests for today. Firstly, I'm going to welcome Devio on. So Devio is trying to join in, and our second speaker, Adiwale. Hi, Devio. Hi, Adiwale. Can you guys hear me?
I can. I can hear you.
Oh, lovely. Waiting for your response from Adiwale.
All right.
Okay. Still designing. Hi, Adiwale. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I think the sound is a bit low. Yeah, I can. I think it's better now. I can hear you. Okay, so we can get started. Hi, Devio. Please, I want you back here. Yeah, I can hear you, Adiwale. But I think your sound is a bit low. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. So while Adiwale tried to like sort out like his sound issue, please, Devio, please can you like introduce yourself and tell us what you do? Your mic is muted. Your mic.
I'm trying to connect with. Okay, you know what? I'll just leave. Let me leave here.
Okay. Okay. So okay, Devio is back.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
All right. So my name is Davio. Sorry, I didn't have lights before, so I connected to this man over here. But yeah, my name is
Nope.
Davio. I'm a brand and product designer, and yeah, I'm based in Nigeria. I'm a four times awarded designer. Last year, I won 4 awards. One with ADP list, and 3 with the design community. And I use my platform to more of share nuggets that help new designers come into tech. And this is what I do for a living, living in Nigeria. So thank you for having me on the space.
Okay, you're welcome. I think the audience like drop a clap emoji. Like it's not easy to win 4 awards. So yeah, so I don't know whether Adiwale's sound have been sorted. So please like respond if you can, Adiwale. Okay, I think Adiwale is trying to sort his sound ish. So we'll just go straight to the point. I think we can start then when he like sorts it out, we'll revert back to him. So my first question would basically be
Okay.
what influenced you to start selling digital products as a product designer? Hello, can you hear me,
Yeah,
Devi?
so I got your question correctly. I think you said you're asking what influenced me to start selling digital products, right? That was
Yeah.
your question.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm having a bit of network glitch, so it's arriving late. But yeah, I would say, to be honest with you, I honestly did not push myself into creating digital products. I'm currently creating my second course. The first one has been out since September last year, and it was heavily influenced by people that wanted it to be out. And I would mention one person. His name is Afi. He's the CEO of Gift Paddy. He was the one that heavily influenced me into having a digital product on online. And so far, the course has sold about 900 plus pieces since September. And yeah, what he did was to recommend me for to a platform where I currently sell the product. So that was actually how I started. And then the second one is has been heavily influenced by people seeing my stuff on the space, especially on Twitter. They've actually seen me post about my design, both for clients and personal projects, and they want to learn more about it. And my YouTube is not just enough for them, and people just want to get it concise into a course. So that is basically what has influenced me: gift party and people. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. So shout out to Give Paddy for turning Devi to a creator. So and I know that like being a product designer is a lot of work. Like designing products is it's time consuming. I can imagine the design block and the rest. And you also now creating content like
It is.
courses and digital books. Yeah. So how are you able to like balance those two things, like designing digital products and also like selling digital products? Okay. Welcome to Nigeria. So sorry guys. I think our speakers are having like little network issue. So before we okay, I'm seeing like I saw like the clap emojis and the rest. So thank you very much. So before our speaker come in, okay, the view's back. Can you hear me now? Welcome to Nigeria. Can you hear me now, Deview?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. So
Sorry,
I
the
was
network in
asking
Nigeria
you,
is something else, but yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I
Okay.
totally understand. So I was asking you, like, I know it's a lot to like create, like design digital products, like being a product designer is a lot of work. And now you have coupled that with like also selling digital products. And you're not only just selling, you're also like creating these digital products. So are you able to balance that time designing and also creating?
Yeah. Okay. Um. So just to be sure I got you correctly, you're asking how I'm able to balance both working as a product designer and also creating digital products, right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. So I feel like in the long run, in every designer's life, whether you're a brand designer or a product designer, we're focusing more on product design now. There's
Mm,
a point where you would have to create content, digital content or digital products for people, especially newbies coming into the space, and also for other designers, because you'll be shocked to see that even people that are top designers get your stuff. So balancing it for me hasn't been a challenge, because for the first one, it was actually a huge challenge for me, because I was being pushed a lot to have the content out there in no time, and it was completed in 4 months. But the current one I'm working on has taken over 4 months. It has taken over 4 months working on it. So I'm working at my
I'm so sorry, guys. This network is issue. So okay. So we wait for like Devio and Adilwale to like try and connect. But before we do that, like if you guys have any questions you want to ask Devio, you can drop it on your comment section so I can start like gathering it before like the time elapses. But yeah, so sorry, we're in Nigeria, so network is like a biggest problem here. So let's just wait for them. Okay. So Ayomide is asking if this will be recorded. Yes, it will be available on our YouTube channel. And I can see we have lots of Devio fans here. So let's just wait a bit for them. But yeah. I'm curious to ask, like, has anybody on the comments, like anybody on the audience, have they ever created a digital product before? Please drop a comment if you had like created a digital product before. Mm, waiting for your quick answers. Is it that nobody have created digital product before? Okay. 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 Oluwa Toby Loba is asking, how do you go about creating your first digital product? I think that's like one of the questions Davey would be asking. But I'm about to start my product design journey using where I'm on this one. Okay, lovely, lovely. Don't worry, Davey is going to answer all your questions real soon. So Davey is back. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've had to like switch to my phone. I think the network is better on my phone.
Yeah, yeah, it's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were like telling me how like you have been able to like balance designing digital products
Okay.
and also like selling digital products.
Okay, yes. I my first product was actually more or less rushed, and that's why I'm currently updating the course, which I had to
Mm.
put out a tweet concerning it a few days back. About I think that was last week, and yeah, so it was influenced by a couple persons, and it made me put out the course on time in a short time. It took about 4 months to put together the course, but the current one I'm working on has taken a longer time. It has taken more than 4 months, and I'm currently working at my pace. So I'm ensuring that whatever I'm doing is not affecting my work where I work actually, because I work remotely for about a couple companies from my house. Yeah, so I don't want it to affect any of those opportunities that I have going, because I want to have a digital product out there. So I ensure I do my work first and use my free time to create. So I use mostly weekends for my creation, whatever I'm going to put together. These are things I already know that I have experience on, and whatever I put out is, in my own opinion, based on my own experience. So I use the weekends. I've discovered that weekends work mostly for me, because during the weekends I don't work. I don't do any. I don't create anything except I'm doing a personal project. So I don't work for anybody during the weekends. It's like my realization time. So I use that time to channel all my energy into whatever I'm creating, and ensure that it's good enough. Not just making money from it, but ensuring that people actually get value for what they're paying for. So that's basically how I've been able to like balance it recently. But that's it.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. I love that last statement you say. It's like ensuring that it's of good quality and not just solely about making money. So quality do
Yeah,
matters when you are like creating and selling cheaper products. So thank you very much.
absolutely.
So I can see Adewale is now on. So I'll give Adewale the mic to like introduce himself and tell the audience basically what he does.
Hi, can you hear me?
Your sound is like a bit low.
What about now?
I think it's better.
Okay, okay, sorry. Please just tell me if my audio is better so that
It's giving
I
some
just take it.
R&B vibe, but it's still better. I can hear you.
All right, sorry. I tried so much to I actually prepared, but network is just messing things up. So I'm sorry. For
I know,
joining
right?
late. Yeah. Guys. Okay. My name is Damola. People call me Muski, and it's good to be here. I don't know if my audio is still better or is not clear, but
It's still a bit
it's
faint, like it's still low.
okay. Okay, it's still low. Okay. I will just maybe while we just continue, I'll fix it in the backstage. Yeah, I'll switch mic.
Okay, okay. Is it possible like you like don't use the mic or just like use like
What about now?
your
Is it better?
laptop? Perfect. It's perfect now.
Okay, okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So hi guys, can you hear me now? Yeah, okay, my name is Damola. As I said earlier, so you guys can call me Muski, and I'm very, very happy to be here to speak to many of you. It's good to be here. So that's it basically. Thank you, and thanks for your patience. And it's a lot of back and forth with my internet here. Thank you.
Don't worry, we understand. So I think I'm going to ask you like the first question I asked Davio. So you are also a product designer and a product manager. That's like two job in one. Amazing. And you also like
Thank you.
sell digital products. So what like basically influenced you to start selling digital products?
Well, I'll put it this way. A lot of people wanted actually to learn from me, and I actually had one of my bosses that I actually grew in the whole digital product thing as far as 2019 or 2018. So basically,
Hmm.
his main business is selling courses, and that's what he does for living. So he teaches a lot and he sells courses. So I design his website, I build his products. I see the way he runs things and how he productizes knowledge. And when I also got to a point, after probably like 2 or 3 years since I started design, when I realized that I could also learn, I could also learn from teaching people. So I kind of like started using his platform to sell design actually. So he kind of like advised me that I should record a course, I should teach people, and by the time I do that, probably I can start making some cash. He had a lot of influence, in the internet space, and then he had a lot of followers back then from Facebook. So we're like, you know, Damala, just teach. I'll market it for you. You understand? And
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how to cheat, blah blah blah. It was like, oh come on, just try it. So I recorded my first course. It was on graphic design. In fact, I didn't really know graphic design. In fact, so I could just teach the basics. Um, I was actually more on the live classes. I do probably live classes in my university days. In Lorry. So
Yeah.
that was the first time I was trying having to record courses, day after day and day after day, night after night. And then we packaged it, we designed a landing page, we launched it, and we did a webinar, something like this. And then a lot of people got it around for like 200 people got it. So it was crazy. Yeah, that was where it
Wow.
started. Thank you.
That's amazing. So I really want to have that boss that is like motivating me, because the same thing goes for like debut. Someone motivated him to start designing. And I love the fact that you just went for it straight and just it worked for you. So my next question would be, you're a product designer and manager. So you're not only just designing, you're managing this product that it launches well and it does well. And you're also like selling digital products. So how are you able to like balance time, and like one doesn't suffer for the other one?
Well,
The way
it's
you're
still
laughing is actually
yeah, it's still a big mystery. It's a crazy it's been a crazy year or years actually. I've been doing this for quite a long number of time. Um, Actually, I used to tell people that time management is one of those big skill that every designer, every creative should have. If you want to earn more money. Because if you can manage your time, you earn more money. You understand? Because you will be able to sell your time, and be able to make more money with your time. Okay, if you have extra time, you make extra money. Understand? Um, so we are just talking about product design, product management, and probably I sell course. I do a lot of things, backstage also. I I also of course I do a lot of course recording. I do a lot of team management. I even do recruiting. I do HR at some point. I do everything basically. I do a lot of things.
hmm.
Probably do is to make sure my time. I blocked my time basically. I don't do parties. It was actually before I used to stay on internet. I used to stay on Twitter. I don't really do stuff like that much. So what I do basically is to plan my day. Wherever I'm going to spend 3 hours, I need to make sure I spend 3 hours there. I'm spending 2 hours. So it's basically time management and also the ability for you to delegate. Understand? For you, ability for you to delegate is one particular skill that I actually try to learn. You understand? So yeah, that's basically it. It's just time management. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much. I think the audience should learn that time management is very important. Like allocate time to anything you want to do and just make sure you stick to it. Time is of the essence and it's like wealth as well. So my next question will be for Devio. So I don't know if Devio can hear me. Devio. Okay,
Yeah, I can.
lovely.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So currently, there are some fans on your comment section, like comments on this comment section, like
Oh,
saying, "Oh, I debut." So, and I know that on
yeah.
Twitter, like you have been able to like build like a huge fan base. So, how were you able to do this? How were you able to build like a customer base that's up? You have people willing to like sell your products, like willing to buy your products. How are you able to
Yeah.
like build your customer base?
Okay, so the first thing for me was first of being myself, and this is something I preach a lot. So you have to be yourself, because if you're not yourself, you tend to want to challenge with other designers. So you when you see other people doing better than yourself, it becomes frustrating. So being yourself is very important. And then secondly, I what I've done is I've put in a lot of energy into my portfolio, that even to the point when people dragged me last year, when I announced how old I've been in tech. When they went to my portfolio, they had nothing to actually drag me over there. No one has actually gone to my portfolio and brought out something and say, "Hey, he's a bad designer." So I think that actually helped me, and I get a lot of designers going to give me very constructive reviews about my portfolio, and they really like what they see. I think it has a way of influencing how people have actually perceived me and what I actually sell to them. And then one thing with everything I've done is being consistent. It's not easy. There are days that I am tired, but when I look at my goals, I was going to mention goals. So setting goals is something else that would really work for you. So when I look at my goals and things I want to achieve for the year, I have no option than to be consistent with what I'm doing. So I try as much as possible to be consistent with what I'm doing, and I learn in the open. So I'm the kind of person that likes to learn in the open. So whatever I'm learning, I try to put it out there on my platform, and I know it's definitely going to help someone or even connect me with someone that is learning exactly what I'm learning at that point. And I've seen it happen several times. And yeah, another thing is uh, having how would I being open to everyone. I've really done that, and I try not to discriminate whether you have 2 followers or you have 1 million followers. I treat everyone the same, even in my DMs. So I think these things have really played a role. Um, I would honestly say these are the things. And when I put out the course, because of how consistent I've been and my portfolio majorly, people wanted to learn more because over time, when I post certain things, people want to know how was this created, and then I go further to like create tutorials. Like when I started drawing in Figma, 3D designs in Figma, people really wanted to learn about that. And so when they heard that I was having um, a product out, a course out, they really wanted to buy. So I think these are some of the factors that have really brought people to trust what I do and trust in the products that I put out. So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Like it's really, really essential that like you put yourself out there, because like if you don't put yourself out there, nobody's going to know you. And always try to anything you're putting out there, like put perfection into it. Make sure it's good. Like Davio made mention of his portfolio. It took time to build that portfolio, and that has like give him that landmark of like a good designer. So don't just rush things. Put your best work out there. And the last thing would be like be like very human. Like don't humbleness like is a long game, so try to be humble and just also put yourself out there. So my next question will be going to Adewale. So the content you put out there are like really of good quality, and I've seen like reviews where people are saying, okay, this really changed them, this really helped them to get into design. So how what are the steps? Can you share any tips on how one can be able to create high quality digital products?
Okay. Well, first of all, like I used to tell people, you need to ship fast, like very fast. Then you need a curriculum. Then basically you need a community. Especially most like you need to create a community. So I actually was able to create a digital product from having to ask them what they want to learn. That's one of my methods. You understand? So I don't just put things out of my own, my own idea. So I only sell what people actually request from me. So sometimes I do a lot of post section. I put a lot of, Twitter poll. Hey guys, what do you think you want to know next? Or if you had an
Okay.
opportunity to learn something, what would you? So it gives me this ability to sell to hungry people. And yes, community is another thing I do. If you are buying my course, I'll put you in a section or in a group where we can keep doing more mentorship. I organize more classes, free classes, so that because I realize that when people buy course, it almost ends there immediately. You understand? So most people will not go over it because it can be so boring. So what I do is that I just help them to learn it. So what that means is that if you do 3 of my assignments, I'll probably give you your money back. Those community engagements, and we can also do things like if you yeah, there are assignments. There's this community setup that we organize. You understand? So what that help is that apart from the fact that you bought the course, you actually learn extra from participation. Understand? So it's just basically not really selling the course. It's just basically selling the whole help, trying to help people to learn. Understand? Like
Okay.
putting aside the money, I'm going to earn from them buying my course and
Yeah.
making sure that I'm actually interested in them. Sometimes I do some sort of like, anonymous call, and I just hear from
Yeah.
them. And hey, it's Musky that is calling you. And you're like, oh, like, okay.
Okay.
So you understand? So it helps us to, it helps them to be very, very proactive. And even till now, they still share their works, and a lot of people still get inspiration from their colleagues. Yeah, so that is
Mm.
basically, and yeah, I
Okay.
think another thing I actually had to introduce was um, selecting captains. You understand? So I had to meet some
Okay.
leaders. I had to meet some teachers. So I don't put everything on my head. So if you do well, if you have a certificate or you finish the course, you have the opportunity to also teach. You understand? So we just have
Yeah.
this school method. You understand? We are just in our own small curriculum. I'm not really running things publicly. It's just low key guys, and I get them jobs at the end of the day.
Okay. Okay, that's really amazing. One thing I got from that is the fact that community building matters a lot. So instead of like just focusing on only just selling digital products for the money, try to build community around it. Try to like keep asking yourself questions like, why am I doing this? The most important thing is to help people. So find method and ways your products can continuously help people. You can do that through community building. And one other thing I really got from what Adewale pointed out was the fact that it just don't design, if it tries to like understand its target audience. So try to understand your target audience, what they want, do with user research, ask questions, what do you really want, so that you're able to like build products that are actually of good quality and functional to your target audience. So thank you very much, Adewale, for that point. So my next question will be to Devio. So I know like everybody now is like pumped to like start selling digital products, or what you have been able to say. So I just wanted to like also tell them like the challenges you have selling digital products, some of the challenges you have faced, and how you have been able to like overcome these challenges.
Okay. One of the challenge, I don't think I've actually, okay. One of the challenge I think I've faced is in reviews, because there are
Okay.
certain people that don't like you, and what people do is, whenever, like for myself, if I want to get anything, whether be it gadget or a course, I always go to the reviews to check the reviews first before
Yeah.
I go ahead to get it. So I think that has been a challenge. That I had someone even um, had to like delete his review after a period of time, after he had gone through the course. When he got the course the first time, he felt like there was nothing in the course. And then when he had to go through the course thoroughly, he saw that there was something, and he had to come apologize. I didn't even see the review until he screenshotted it and sent it to my Twitter DM. I was like apologizing that he's sorry for making this review. So I've had even worse reviews, and I always take the reviews really good, but I don't like reviews that are not constructive. And I say constructive in a way that if you spot something bad, you should be able to provide a solution to it, or a near solution to it. It's more like saying, I don't like your t-shirt, and going as far as saying, okay, I don't like this t-shirt because it doesn't match your complexion, and you should just change it to some. So reviews have really been an issue. In regards to promoting the course, I'm not doing so much of that, and people that follow me would know. I don't put it out there often, and it's just selling on its own. Talk more of when I put it out. So I've not had issues with promoting the course because I have updates coming for it, and when I do so, I would definitely promote it more. So that has been the issue. But majorly, I want to seize this opportunity to advise that before you put out a course, ensure you know what you're doing. Ensure it's also from your experience. Don't make it general, so that people don't have to like drag you tomorrow and feel like, hey, you said this was for everyone. That was something I had to correct. Initially, when the course was out, it stated for all levels, and I was not the one that actually gave it that title. It was the admins from the platform. So I recently changed it to beginners. So it's a course for beginners and not for all levels until I update the course, and then I can now profoundly say, okay, this is for everyone. So be sure of what you're putting out and ensure that it's for the purpose that it's for, so that you don't get dragged, because it can affect your mental health. So that has been the issue. But I'm sure some of the issues people would have with having digital products out there would be with promoting the products, because there are a lot of products from top people in the
Yeah.
industry. I mean, Google has their own UI UX course, even though it's UX,
Yeah.
it's purely UX. Yeah, so it's going to be a challenge, but understanding your target audience and your market is very keen to you selling. So I am selling based on request. So people want it, so they are getting it, right? And yeah, that'll be it. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So ignore the bad comments. Basically, ensure that anything you're putting out, just ensure that it's of high quality. You put your best into it, and just ignore the noise. At the end of the day, focus on the constructive feedback. Go back to the drawing board and like take that feedback, implement it on your next course or your next cohort, or maybe the third edition of your ebook. But anything that's not constructive, just ignore, man. So I think my next question would be for Adewale and also Devio. I would love like two of you input on it. So now for me now, I'm ready to like start selling digital products. I think I have some knowledge. I want to start monetizing. So, but the next thing would be, how do I put a price to it? I've seen ebooks that are like $1,000. I've seen ebooks that are like 5,000 naira. I've seen ebooks that are 2K. So how do I like put a price to what I'm basically selling? This is okay. Adewale can go first, or Devio. Devio, go first because you unmuted your mic. So go first.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So for me, I'm I don't know, but even when I started my mentorship, people really wanted me to have like high figures because of my exposure on the Twitter space. People feel like I should charge a certain amount of money. I know designers that charge a lot for their mentorship, but people might feel like this is just me pretending, but this is the kind of person I am. I'm used to helping people. So I put that first, in as much as I want to earn from this. And I have it at the back of my mind that I need people to be able to afford this. And when people are not able to afford it, then it becomes a challenge for them. So what I've done is, even when I had to put out the cost on the platform, they wanted me to have a particular clause, but I had to reduce it because I wanted people to be able to afford it, even though people would be able to go ahead to buy it. But I think one of the things I had to do was to put people first before what I'm getting. I know in the long run, I'll get to update it and have even higher figures on it. But for now, I feel like having that people mindedness is very important for me. And then, yeah, I think that'll be it. That'll be it for me because I actually had to put these newbies first. I was like, these are newbies and they will not be able to like afford these things. And then you have to also do your market survey also to see what are other people selling and how would they affect mine. So I think that's another factor that someone else can put into place, even though I didn't put that into place. But for my next course, I'm actually going to put that into place because when you charge really cheap for something, people feel like there's no much value in it. So it's something you have to also look at so you don't shoot yourself at the end on the leg, because at the end of the day you still want to make money out of these things. So that's going to be it for
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely. So understand your target audience. If you are doing an ebook for newbie, you can't be selling it $2,000. Like, I mean, they are trying to get into product design. Where would they see that money? And also like try to do like market survey. That's also like very essential. So I see how you guys are like implementing some design processes in like even creating digital products like user research, market survey, and that's just really amazing. So my next question we'll be going to Adewale, which is also the same question. Like, are you able to like price your digital products, put a price to your digital products?
All right. So, well, yes, I used to have a survey also. Um,
No.
so one of the methods I always do when I want to launch a new product is I'll always ask people, um, if you have to buy this product, how much would you pay? You understand? So I'm going to make three types, and I noticed a lot of people are always at the balance. They won't go too high. They can't. They will tell you, I can't afford the highest price you're putting here. And at the same time, I don't feel like you should. I would buy it for this low amount. So people kind of like, they judge their worth on the product naturally. And anytime I do this survey, at the end of the results, there's a bit of tweak I'll just make to it. Is either I go with what they obviously I'm the one suggesting it because I'm obviously thinking around it. So is either I just stick to what I've put there, or I just like I probably add more thousands so reduce it. Another thing I do is that I categorize my price. If you know you want to go this, if you know you, I do this, these three price type. So we have, if you want to have access to probably 10 curriculums, pay this amount. If you want to have access to 20 curriculums, pay another amount. If you want to have access to all of the curriculums, pay this amount. So it becomes affordability in three stages. If you know you can afford it to this extent, no while you can go about it in a stand. So I remember when, so for example, my course, I have the online course, obviously, that one you can get it for probably very, very cheap amount of, normal industry, 10K, 20K, 50K type of thing. And then you have one-on-one. That one is around like six figures. And then we have the one that you'll come to my house, we'll stay for about 2 weeks. I'll teach you. The
Mm.
accommodation is taken care of and all those things. You pay so amount. So basically, if you know you can go this route, no voila. If you know you can't go that big, you can have access to the cheapest one. Yeah. So basically, I think
Mm.
my method describing all this is that I have this price for everybody for every type of pockets. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I just want to sell, and whether I'm going to be selling, just like the way every product out there is. We have Apple. They will tell you that if you want to buy 1 gigabyte storage, pay very very cheap, probably 200 naira per month. If you want to get 500 gig, pay so amount. If you want to get 1 terabyte, pay so amount. So it's just basically price categories that I use. And at the end of the day, I have this maximum for the same effort. I have this maximum results from the rest of them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adewale. So, sums it up. Do market with survey. Try to understand your market. Try to understand your target audience. Know the kind of pockets they will be able to like afford, and you can also break it down like the way Adewale suggested, based on like the pocket size of your audience. So you could do cheap, affordable, expensive, top tier, exclusive. You break it into different tiers basically. So thank you very much for that response, Devio and Adewale. So my next question is, everybody, I'm very sure everybody's pumped to like start selling digital products, and they have gotten like some pro tips on how to get started. So there's still some people that still are not still gingered enough. So I want you guys to like tell me your success story. How have selling digital products been like impactful to you as a person? So I'll start with Devio first.
Okay. Yeah, it has helped me in side money. Will I call it passive income now? Last
Yeah.
month, there's a way I get the funds. Once it gets to a particular clause, I'm able to like get it out of the platform. So last month, I was able to get it out
Mm.
of the platform 4 times, and that has been like the largest, the highest number of times I've been able to like withdraw my money from the platform since September. And it's really interesting to know that every month I'll be able to like get something from the course, even though it's once, and knowing that it's going to be there for a lifetime. So that thought of money will run out of your hand. I'm not saying money would run out, but when you're getting extra income from something that you're not doing, like it's more like they're dashing me the money. For me, it's more like every month people are just gifting me money at the moment because it's something I just had to channel a lot of my time and energy and resources into to build, and then it's just there selling, and I keep getting credit alerts. So it has really helped me in that aspect. I've been the one that I've been the kind of designer that always tell designers to like have a separate business outside of tech. So in as much as you're a successful designer, you still need something outside. I strongly believe you still need something outside of tech, even though it's still inside of tech, but something outside of you just having to create and aim. So it has helped me in that aspect of feeling like I have a business that gives me profits, complete 100% profits every month. So yeah, it has that is honestly the good part of having digital product that I am currently enjoying. Yeah, that's it.
So basically, the extra money. One of my favorite creators is Ali Abdal, and this is someone that like transited from being a doctor to a full time creator. Like it was crazy seeing that he dropped his doctor's his daughter's tools and focused on being a YouTuber. And he made mention of the fact that like what he earns monthly as a doctor is what he earns like daily being a YouTuber. So there's a huge amount of money in the creators industry. And tools like Seller now have made it so easy for you to just put it out there. No need of you building any page, any website or anything or any sales page. You just put your product out there and you earn money in different currency. So it's really amazing, like the passive income. Like I can be sleeping and still be receiving alerts. I don't need to like go to Figma and start drawing or dragging shapes. So I would also want Adewale to like share his success story and like how much of an impact selling digital products have been for him.
Okay. For me, just exactly the way that you said, having a business outside your having a business um, outside your regular design is very important. And one of the things I used to tell people is that the cost is actually is the one feeding me. Understand? Is yeah. So for example, my salaries, I use them on investments. I use them on to buy like basic things. Like that's where the heavy billings are from.
For me,
But if I need
yeah.
to if I need to go to a restaurant right now, sometimes I just have to like go to my seller wallet and withdraw. Understand? If I need to, there's so many platforms like that that I can just quickly like withdraw from. You understand? And basically that's like one of the advantages, and that's one of the blessings of digital product. And secondly, selling digital products is also going to help you impact lives, which is one of the best portfolio reference that you can make. There are so many times that I got product management course because of they looked at me as a talent developer, and I was able to like train even people outside the course. I was able to train people based on my experience in teaching, to train interns and stuff like that. Some of them I would recommend my course to them. Like, hey, go and watch it, and probably you'll learn further. And thirdly, I also use it to set up like affiliate system for my some of my family members. You understand? So I can
Yeah,
say,
so that you
uh,
make money.
yeah. So rather than you coming to meet me and say, Damola, please, I need money, maybe my brother or my sister or whatever, I can just like take your affiliate link and put it on, yeah, on an ad, so that when people buy the course from the ad, 50% or 40% or 30% goes to your account, and you can start making money. So it helps me to reduce direct billing on myself, and that is sometimes I have to split half it like that. You understand? Or I'll just give you the. I can even give you up to 60%. Sell the course. You don't
Mm,
have to stress yourself, and
yeah.
don't disturb me again. You understand? So it's a lot of most of the time. Also, there are a series of days whereby um when I need to start like a very big project, and and I know that my salary is going to be going right down to there. I have to sometimes I start. That was when I'll start looking for a new course to sell, something like that. So it kind of helped me to make even extra income. Like I can have five extra income on teaching.
You
Do you
can
understand
never
what I'm saying?
go. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So they will say have four streams of income, but with teaching, with online courses, you can have like eight just on teaching.
Hmm.
You can teach like eight courses. You can teach like 10 courses, and you can be selling them differently. You understand? It might not even be
Hmm.
courses. Sometimes I sell templates. I can decide to start selling templates. Basically
Hmm.
I can have streams of income right there in the creators section of my finance. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is basically that's what I use it for. It has really been helpful.
I love the fact that you brought like the affiliate marketing into it. So that's the thing. Like even if you don't want to like commit into like selling digital products, you can also market digital products, and that's like one of the amazing feature of Seller. So I know I work for Seller, but like Seller is really amazing because the fact that you could like sell other people's digital products and earn money from it, earn commission from it is also amazing. So if you're not ready to like start selling digital products yet, you can also like market digital products and earn money from it too through the Seller affiliates marketing platform. So thank you very much. I think like you guys have heard, like you're able to like have extra money basically, and that word extra money is just amazing too. Yeah, you don't have to rely on like your main work. Trust me, the creators industry is amazing. I know people moving from doctor, lawyer to become like a full-time creator. So I'm before we get into like our last question, I want to ask, so there's this like AI boss, ChatGPT and Mid Journey and the rest. So like there's so much buzz about like the advancements of technology now. So I would love for you guys to share how one can use like the advancements of technology to make it easy for them to like sell digital products. I know everybody's scared now, thinking like, oh, AI is probably going to take my job. AI is probably going to become the next product designer and I'll not be able to do anything. So how do you think one can like take advantage of using AI to not only design digital products but also like sell digital products? I'll ask at the Wale first.
Well, yeah, I use it almost every time. I use it daily, and yeah, I
You use
kind
what?
of
I
came
didn't
at
get
the
it.
right time. Can you hear me? The old
Yes, you said you use. Oh,
ChatGPT,
okay.
Notion AI, Cuboots,
Mm,
mention it. I have a lot of them with me. They're like one tab. You understand? So I have my uh, I have my Airtable. Somehow I'm a social media manager also for my brand. So I write
mm,
content also. I write a lot of content, threads on Twitter sometimes, which that was then actually. Some of them are actually systemized. Well, but especially for Instagram because that one is like brand focused on the brand most likely. I use it a lot to write instant. So I have a very big problem before. One of my biggest problem is proofreading.
mm,
I I don't have time to proofread. As the thing is coming to my head, I'm typing and I want to send it straight up to the thing. So what I do now is I don't just put it out there. I don't just press the send button. I'll pour everything to AI. AI will help me to structure. We have the Glammarly. We
mm,
have some of them even before ChatGPT came in. We have a lot of AI tools that have actually been existent that
mm,
people are not really familiar with. We have the paraphrasing tool. We have Lumen 5. We have a lot of them like that we use to create
I think it's
digital
ChatGPT that
um,
does
content
ChatGPT that
and
does really
everything.
up.
So yeah, it makes things really really easy. It makes us
Yeah.
very very yeah. So yeah, it makes us very very how would I put it, productive. There's nobody. It's basically about who uses it. Some people don't actually can. You might not be able to trace that I use AI to write some of these things, and that's because of the person that is asking AI is the person has to be creative. You understand? So you as a creative on a normal day, using AI makes you more creative. You understand? So you
Mm,
are being creative to the AI. You're asking creative questions to get good copies outside from
mm,
you. So we obviously know people who are not even putting creative or who are not asking AI the right question, and they're just like copying and pasting. You understand?
I
Sometimes,
will say this.
sometimes it's not even about the content. Okay, sometimes you just need a phrase. Sometimes you just need a word. You understand? And you
Yeah.
can easily, sometimes you just need caption, sometimes you just need headline. You don't have to like pour your content inside it. So it helps us to like think, you know, in a more creative way, and we don't have to think so far. And yeah, so we are not at war with it. We are welcoming it. We need it, and yeah,
Mm,
it came at the right time. So
yeah. Thank you very much. So, like what Davio said, for you to like use AI to your advantage, you need to be creative about it. You need to like ask it creative question, or else what is giving A is what is going to give you. So what makes yours outstanding is how creatively you can ask your questions. So I would also ask Davio to like also give us insights how we could use advanced technology to basically make digital products that are good to sell.
I think Moski has said it all. What he has said is basically what it is. It's really going to help you in, like, just as he said, I'm the kind of person that I don't know how to write a lot, and I don't know how I was able to like put together my journey in tech. I have a journey in tech article I released. I think that was sometime last year, towards December or in December rather. So I don't know how I was able to write all of this stuff. A 16-minute read. So I'm not that kind of person that knows how to write a lot. So it really helps. It really helps in bringing your thoughts into life, and then you can go ahead to like modify it. And I know of what's the name again? It's even pinned here. I don't use them, but I use this one mainly when I'm sending mails. Quillbot. So when I'm sending mails, it really helps me to like modify everything I've written, and I just get something more streamlined. So yeah, Mosque has really said everything. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, amazing. So I want like the audience to do like a little quick activity. So tag Seller, tag Devio, and tag Mosky, and just drop like two AI tool that you know of, and like just tell like us what the AI tool can do, so that everybody can have a wealth of knowledge of AI tools we can use as well. So tag Seller, tag Devio, and Mosky on Twitter, guys. So moving on to my last question. So I've learned a lot. Me as an host, I've learned a lot. I am jamed to like start selling digital products. I want to start selling digital products now. So thank you so much, Davio. Thank you so much, Adiwale. This was really, really insightful. So before we go and like we start asking like some questions, start taking questions from the audience, what advice would you give people who are trying to like start selling digital products? What's not people's but more of product designers specifically. So what advice will you tell them on how to like monetize their knowledge? I'll start with Davio.
Okay. Firstly, you need to understand what you do. Getting to create a digital product has to do with a lot of experience, and it has to also do with people reaching out to you for when there's a point you get to, you know, you're ready for it. Newbies have had to like ask me, can I put out course? And I'm like, put out a course when you don't even know what you're doing yet. So you need to understand fully what you're doing and be able to answer any questions, because there are times that you may just be put at a spot and people will just ask you what is this, and you don't know it. All right, it's not compulsory, you must know everything, but ensure that the first thing is, it's the major thing, understand what you're doing. And yeah, that would be everything for me actually. Once you understand what you're doing and you've been in the industry for a while and you've had like people reaching out to you for that knowledge, then you can start creating it. Maybe start with a smaller piece. You don't need to start with a complete course. If I had known, I wouldn't have started with a complete course, to be honest. I would have started with maybe a five lesson course and then scale it up over time.
Yeah.
But yeah, start little and then you can grow and maybe have multiple courses like Moski said. You can have multiple. Like for me, I have just one. So if I had broken it down, I probably would have been earning like from different sources. But yeah, this is basically what I have to say about it. Yeah, but know what you're doing. Start
Okay,
small.
so
Don't start immediately. Yeah, study the markets. That's basically what I would say.
so lovely. So like your knowledge matters. Like the key word is monetize your knowledge, and the only way to like sell impactful knowledge is for you to have vast experience. So read books, do your study, gain that experience. Don't be in a hurry to like start selling digital products. Gain that experience, have something to sell that you know that will be really impactful for people. And it doesn't have to like be so broad. If you have a huge knowledge on design system, you can create an ebook for design system. If you're really good at UI, you could do like templates and start selling templates or mock-ups. But like the most important thing is your knowledge. So, and that knowledge has to be vast and of good essence, like good experience. So I would also like ask Adewale to give us some advice. Can
Okay.
you hear me, Adewale?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Well, um, I don't know. First of all, it's very, very important that you experience, like the viewer said. Experience
Yeah.
really, really is important. However, it doesn't limit you. I really don't you don't have to know everything. Uh, I think for me, you need to actually know how to sell, which is more important for me. Understand? You can know as little and you can stay in on your little as much as possible. Then,
Yeah.
secondly, you don't need full technology. You can start very small. You can use third party. I
Can
remember
you
when I was, yeah, I remember when I was like selling my course. I did not have to go through the route of building a website, all those things. I don't have to do that. In fact, I at some point I hosted all my courses on Google Drive. Instead, I was, at least for now, the kind of money I've made from that little cost of creating it was quite low. So the margin is quite, very, very high. Understand? So I do not advise that you should, be too branded with it. You can be very, very low key and you can still achieve things with third party platforms. You can use Notion, you can use Airtable, you can use Seller, for example. You can use so many other products out there that can help you to sell conveniently. Another thing that I would advise is that belong to a community so that I can, see how customer experience and some of this small experience that you can gain from them. See how it is. Okay, I
yeah.
have some sort of like creative industry experience, you understand? Because it can be a very, very delicate platform. Understand? If you sell courses that are not good enough, it can really, really ruin you for a long time. Can spoil your brand.
Won't do.
If you sell something that is not quality enough, by the time anybody sees them, you see they will just they'll be dragging and shit that they don't really forgive people like that. One bad review can cost you can cost you a lot of things. Then another thing I would advise is that you need to take note of testimonials. You need to push testimonials a lot. ask for it. You can see when anytime a boat driver picks you up, they need to tell you, please rate me 5 star. And that's
Yeah.
because of testimonial is just very, very important. It sells better than even a sales pitch. You understand? People telling how much your course has impacted them. You know,
Yeah.
it will help you a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so be very, very sell your experience basically. I tell people you don't have to be too industry what is it called inclined. You don't have to be doing what everybody's doing. You don't have to you don't need to basically teach your guys or teach your designers how to do some
Mm.
things like they need to learn blender, they need to learn AR, they need to learn all this you don't need to go. You can basically just teach them maybe a very little part of design. Maybe it could be shapes. It could be you can just pick a niche, something you are very, very good at. I can sell
Yeah.
that very bit of of um, of information, and it's going to bring you a lot of cash at the end of the day. So yeah, if you want to do it, do it. You don't also have to be great with teaching. You just have to know how to carry if you don't know how to teach, you at least know how to present. Just present your screen, have them designed. You don't have to be too everything. Okay, you can
Yeah.
be mid, you can be basic, and at the end of the day, you still have impact. Okay,
Yeah.
just care about the people, not about your course. Ask, allow them to ask you a question. Organize private classes, invite guest speakers to speak for you, to teach on your behalf. In fact, I remember there's a section in my course called design system that then when I was creating it, I wasn't really good with it. The design system, I had to call my friend. I just paid him some small cash. He took that particular section, and
Hmm.
probably if you invite 2 or 3 more people, you make a full course. You understand? You
Yeah.
will put their pictures on the thumbnail, and it will look very, very robust. And
Mm.
yeah, we are good to go. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So one thing I got is like collaboration is also welcome. Like you don't have to do it all by yourself. Collaborate with others. If I'm very sure you know other abas in your field, collaborate with them, and also like monetize your knowledge. And the amazing thing is that it doesn't necessarily have to be like design centered. Like if you're a good photographer, you can start selling presets. So the most important thing is like that thing you're really, really good at, and you know that people would it will be impactful to people, monetize it. It's worth monetizing. Like, so I want everybody at the end of the day to go back home and start asking that, okay, what are the knowledge, what are the niche I'm really good at, what can I teach people, what can I present to people, who do I know I can collaborate with to start selling digital products, because it's essential that you come into the creators market. We really want more creators to be in the creators market. And just know for a fact that there's like softwares like Seller that makes it easy for you. You don't even need to like build any websites. You can customize your websites on Seller and put your product out there, and you can earn. People can buy your products in dollars, they can buy your products in pounds, they can buy your products in Kenya shillings. Like, it's amazing how like you can earn money from with earn foreign currencies just on sellers. So go back home and reflect on that, guys. So I'll quickly take like 3 questions from the audience, and we would make it like a wrap. So okay, so please, you guys can like start dropping your question. Any question you want to ask Davio or Adewale. Okay, so I'm seeing a question from Ayomide Adesami. Sorry, I hope I didn't murder that. But the question is saying, Mr. Davio, is your course extensive enough? Because I'm about purchasing it. So what are the benefits attached to it? How can one get clients as a product designer? Okay, I think it's 2 questions. The first question is asking if your course, Davio, if your course is extensive enough, because it's about to purchase it, and what are the benefits? Probably it's trying to like tell you to sell your course to him. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. And yeah, to be honest, the course is fully packed. I have simplified a lot of things when it comes to user experience design and UI design. At the moment, it has about 20 plus videos, and I'm currently updating it with 20 more videos. I'm doing that gradually. Um, Honestly, it's really good. I would say, but it's just me saying it. Maybe you may need to like make your own research and see what people say about it, and then before you make purchase, because the seller would always tell you it's good enough, but to be honest, it's extensive enough. And then the second question is, how can one be a what? Yeah, okay, I can see it.
How can one get clients?
How can one get clients
Yes.
as a product designer? So the first step is to be good with what you're doing, and it's very important. I tell people, when you're good with what you're doing, then you can now create case studies, 3 to 5 case studies. I always recommend 3 to 5 case studies that would sit in your portfolio. All right, having that in your portfolio is basically you positioning yourself for opportunities when they arrive, because opportunities will definitely come and you have to be prepared for them. So this is something I advise across my platform. Ensure you know what you're doing. Buy a course. It's very important you buy a course because it helps shaping your roadmap. Your learning curve would be straightforward, not you learning on YouTube. I'm not saying learning on YouTube is bad. It's really good. I learn on YouTube, but start with a course and then get to understand that that course will help you understand the basics of what you're learning, whatever skill you're doing. And then you can now go ahead to create these case studies that will not be in your portfolio. And then you have to keep showing up. If you're a good designer and you're not posting them, people won't recommend you. Your friends will know that you're a good designer or a better designer than Davio. So you have to show up on the internet, post that magic that you've created, and people will definitely support you over time. It might not come instantly, but over time, the more people keep seeing your stuff, people will support you, and they'll recommend you. Most of my projects that I've done have actually come from recommendations. So people see my stuff on the internet, and they vouch for me behind closed doors, right? So that's how you get to land these opportunities. There's also the freelance platforms, but I don't use them. All of my projects, I've always gotten them majorly on Twitter and on LinkedIn. So utilize these two platforms. Instagram is also very important, but I can count how many times I've gotten opportunities on Instagram, but I can't count how many times I've gotten from LinkedIn and on Twitter most especially. So post your stuff often. Don't be ashamed of it. Post it everywhere, everywhere. All right. Be unashamed about it. And yeah, certainly, in the long run, it might not come immediately, but in the long run, I'm sounding like a pastor now. But in the long run, yeah, it's definitely going to happen. Yeah, that's basically what I have to say about that.
Okay, so I hope Ayomide, Dave, you have been able to answer your question. So basically, put yourself out there. That's like one of the ways you can get clients and be perfect at what you do. And also, yeah, you should get the Devio courses because it's cost extensive basically. So Ayomide says thanks. So the next question is from Suliat, Saka Suliat. Semira kindly asks Moski and Devio to drop their social media handle. So can you guys drop your social media handle on the comment section? It's the fact that nobody is asking for my social media handle, but it's fine. It's fine. So can you guys drop your social media handle? Oh, network have not happened. Devio Adiwai Wali, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can't seem to drop it on the comment section. I don't know why, but it's at Davio White. It's spelled Davio. So it's changed D in David with O and then White, White across boards. That's my name.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know whether you guys got that, but like it's Davio White. Like when you search Davio White, you should see it. The Mosky is just Mosky underscore underscore underscore. I think 3 times. So any other question? Okay. Um um okay. Oyemiche. Mzoku is asking, how cheap is cheap? How low can one go for a course that one wants to use to grow one's email list? So, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, so Adewale. Oh, okay, lovely. So I think I'm going to direct this question to Adewale. So Oyemechi is asking, how cheap is cheap for one to go low for a course? And one of the reasons why she's asking is because she's trying to use this course to grow her email list. So how low can she go for a course if the course is
So,
targeted at growing an email list?
okay, so um, is she the one creating the course, right? Hello, can you
Hello?
hear me? Is she the one creating the course?
Yeah, I can hear you. I believe so. Yeah, she should be the one creating the course. Let's assume she's the one
Okay.
creating the course.
Okay. So yeah, you can go very very low if you want to grade as low as free. In fact, so you can give your course out for free, and it's not actually free because you're actually buying their email in that
Hmm.
context. So yeah, so you can do a freemium. Um,
Mm.
I'm going to probably you have a 20,000 naira course, right? Let's put that one aside, and you can just sell maybe a free course, one class, okay? And you can say if you guys want to have access to me, oh sorry, I want to sell this 20K course, but if you know you cannot buy it, just get this one for free. All I need is your email. A lot of people give you your email, and you can retarget them again or later on. And from buying from you for free, you can actually sell the premium value of your knowledge at the end of the day in the long run. And can even sell two times, four times to them if your course is good enough. So yeah.
Mm. Okay, so I hope that answers your question. So you can put it for free, you can put it for like very low price, but the most important thing is that even if the most important thing is what you're targeting, which is your email list. So look at the long run, like the long game, basically. Like, okay, if I get this email list, when I start like monetizing my knowledge, I have like a bunch of people I can reach out to and tell them, hey, I have a course now and it's for this price. Do check it out. So yeah, I think also making it free is also another way you could do like market research. So you are able to see how people were able to respond to your course, and if it was positive, if it was constructive, you're able to get that and implement it on your new course that you will now put money on. So my next question is to Devio. As a newbie in product design, Michael Oluwole, I need to stop pronouncing his names. As a newbie in product design, how can one look out for the right mentor? Yeah, mentorship is very important.
This question is it's kind of tough, but it's very easy. I know these days a lot of people share their knowledge on the internet, and to be honest, from the time I started my journey into product design, there was a lot of information everywhere. And so for me, I have two mentors, and those mentors I've never been in contact with them. I just learned from them from afar. To mention them, one is Misco and the other one is Chris Do. So these two people influence me in two ways. One, Misco influences me in the design aspect, and then for Chris Do, I am learning more of the business in design aspect. So looking out for a good mentor would be one that I'd feel like is one that is consistent with what he or she is doing, one that has a good portfolio, because
Mm,
you wouldn't want to meet people that just copy people's stuff and just post it, and it's not actually their own. So you need to look out for those two things. I don't know any other thing I can say you can look out for. Once you spot these two major factors, you should be able to learn from the person. One, you'll be learning how this person presents himself. It also has to do with personality, but people have different reasons for following people. There are people that like people that are loud. Even as newbies, they like people that are loud. They like people that are soft. They like people that are mid. Whichever one appeals to you, you at the end of the day, you actually would know who resonates with the kind of vibe you're looking for, and connect with the person. It might not be easy to connect with the person from the onset, but gradually you would connect with the person. So I'm just going to tell you how you can connect with the person by engaging on their post. So it's very important. I notice people that engage on my post. I notice them a lot, and most of them I follow them. Whenever I follow them, they are happy. But yeah, it's a way of keeping them closer to me so that I can also see their stuff and also interact with it as well. But yeah, these are some of the little things you can find in someone, and make them your mentor. It might not be someone that has been in the industry for years, for so many years. Might be someone even just starting out. As long as the person is ahead of you in the design space in regards to their output, they design, they post on their platform, then you can learn a thing or two from the person. The major thing is having someone to guide you based on their knowledge in the design space. So what they've seen, because I like to say experience is based on what you've seen, what you've done, and what you must have heard. So these three things would affect the way you relate with that person that you feel is a mentor. That's it for me.
Oh, lovely, lovely. So personality, their story, does it align with something you would love for yourself? And yeah, and try to reach out as much as possible. Another thing I also do is like I have like multiple mentors up fast. So it's not necessarily like mentor, but like a go-to person to like ask questions, because most times mentorship can be like a huge thing for people, like, oh, I can't really commit to that kind of huge task. So one of the things you can do is like you can have multiple people, multiple experienced people that you always can reach out to and ask them, oh, can you like quickly tell me a particular resources I can check on for this particular topic? Can you quickly review this design for me and stuff like that? So at the end of the day, you have like multiple people you could reach out to, and you can get like a huge amount of answers from these multiple people. So yeah. Okay. So someone's asked for my social and do is Semra Yusufu. And I think the last question I will also want to take is from Ayomide, which is another question I have is everyone wants to earn in dollars because that's the real deal. How can we build ourselves to get clients in dollars? Like I always say, like if you are going to put your digital products on seller, you can always receive money in dollars. So like that's like the amazing thing about seller. You can receive payment from like 11 currencies. So if you decide to put your if you decide to like put your product and you want to be paid in dollars, it's so easy in seller, and you start receiving like your money. You start receiving your money from like with a dollar currency basically. So you can do that. You can earn in dollars by selling digital products on seller and putting the dollar currency as your option. But I think Adewale, if you have any pro tip on that, also like how can one earn in dollars selling digital products? Because dollar is the real deal. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll be honest with you. I actually don't target the dollar folks. I don't target them. I'm very
okay.
very more interested in my people. So well, if you're in Yankee and you want to buy my course, of course there's the dollar stuff to it. So I'll probably say I don't really have the experience on getting um, getting to. I don't know which part are you talking about. Is it the service whereby people want to design and they hire you in dollars, or or selling digital product to people in the abroad? I don't know if that's what I mean.
I think I've answered like
Which one?
selling digital products. I think I've answered the part of
Okay.
selling digital products. You can sell digital products and earn in dollars on seller. But another one you could answer is the fact that, okay, how can a product designer start earning in dollars and not like in local currency?
Okay, it's very simple. All right, your portfolio has to be lit. You have to be good enough. They will reach out to you. That's how simple it is. You understand? So you put out your products, your portfolio, what you work. They say how beautiful your work is. They reach out to you. Secondly, you need to actually tell your friends that already made it in that space to connect you to refer you, and they can give you a free advert. So rather than having to the struggle of tweaking your your LinkedIn location to
So
Canada
you know
or
that trick
US.
too.
Yeah. So it works. Trust me, it works, and these are for people that want to do the jackpot thing. So just tweak it and make it. Oh, this is where I live in the UK. If you know you don't want to go that route, just tell your friends to help you. Those that have already started having clients, they have client base over there. They can help you to, they can extend. So it's just the same way we have in Nigeria, whereby there's some client that they cannot afford, or they cannot afford some of these guys, so they can just push those type of gigs to you. But the ultimate thing is to be good, and also to be interested in building it, not actually the money. Are you interested in the product? You have to be very, very authentic, or you have to have um, this sincerity towards building a data product, towards design is the most important factor here. Not that you are doing it because of you want to have this, this portfolio that, or this tag that is you earn in dollars. You
Yeah.
don't have.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I think we lost Mosque there, but like the most important thing from what I got is the fact that be good, take time to learn, take time to grow. Everything is at a pace. Take time to learn, take time to grow, put your best work out there. And if you know anybody that's already earning in dollars, they can also refer you into that industry as well. Because in tech, referral really matters a lot. Like putting a word out there for someone goes a long way. So, Dave, I think you can also like drop your own suggestion or tips on how to like earn in dollars as a product designer.
Okay, like I've said, most of my jobs have come from recommendations, and I've worked with a lot of foreign brands. At the moment, I work with a brand remotely as well that's in Netherlands. So all of this came from my Twitter activities, to be honest. So you have to just show up. You have to show up, and whenever you show up afresh. Like if you show up today and you're showing up tomorrow, it should be better than what you had yesterday. Just keep advancing your skill and keep being better every day. It really helps because there are people. There's a brand I work for today, and they told me they've been watching me for 1 year. They watched me for one long year, and that is how long people can actually monitor you and feel like, oh, I really want this person. I see that this person is consistent with what they are doing. I like the person's personality and everything, and you can just land opportunities that you at times you don't even merit them because there are opportunities that you did not even see coming that soon. So being on the internet has done a lot, and then speaking out, it's very important that you speak out. Like I've seen designers that have tweeted that they need opportunities, and most times these foreign brands are the ones that even come to their rescue. They tweet it out. So don't they say a closed mouth is a closed is it closed destiny or what? So you have to always speak, talk, talk to someone about your challenge. I'm having issues. I'm not landing opportunities. Just put it out there, and people will be willing to help you. Nigerians are good people, so if they see those stuff and they see that you've been consistent enough, if Nigerians see that you've been consistent enough, they'll really help you. So just be consistent and do your bit and leave the rest to, if you believe in God, leave the rest to God. He's definitely going to come through for you. So those are two ways you
God
can
first.
actually land. Yes, that's what I put first. So those are two ways you can land opportunities, both foreign and local opportunities. They are all on the internet. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay, so Ayomide, so I think you have gotten that point. Put yourself out there. Like nobody's going to know you if you don't put yourself out there. And if you believe in God, like the famous quote from Davio, put God first. And what's also Mosky said is that don't put it in your head so much that I'm a product and I want to earn in dollars, I want to earn in dollars. Try to focus on actually designing impactful products, actually designing impactful experiences for people. So I think that's like the end of the order of the day and what's of this amazing, insightful conversation. Me, I've gotten so much knowledge, and thank you so much, Davio. Thank you so much, Moskio, and thank you, Ayomide. Ayomide says, I'm so satisfied. I'm really glad that you are. So you can sign up on Selar, follow us on our social media platform at Selar, Selar, and just we post amazing content about creating digital products, how to be an excellent creator. So even if you're not ready, you get enough resources that will help you get started, basically. So follow us on all social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram at Selar. And also sign up if you're ready to start creating digital products. Sign up on Seller. You can sell in dollars, you can sell in pounds, you can sell in CDs, you can sell in Kenya shillings, like you can sell in over 11 currencies. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining in. And my name is Semra Yusufu. If you didn't get that, I'm currently a product designer at Seller, and I hope this was really impactful. Thank you. Bye guys.
Hi guys, my name is Lucky Elahor and I am a digital creator. One of the things I love about Seller is the ease and simplicity it provides for me to be able to transact with clients and students from all over the world. Seller has so many amazing features that I really love, so it would be hard to pick a favorite feature. But if I'm to really pick my favorite feature on Seller, as a queen of automation and someone who likes to lay a bunch of products together because I don't want to leave any money on the table, I would say my favorite feature on Seller right now is upsells and cross-sells. I love this feature so much because it allows you to sell related products or even sell the premium offer after someone buys. I love Seller so much, so you should definitely try it.